The Russian phrase Mir bez nazvania translates to world without a name in English. Here's a quick breakdown. Mir equals world, peace, or universe, depending on context. Bez equals without. Nazvania equals name or title in the genitive case. So it could mean world without a name, most natural translation, or sometimes nameless world if phrased more poetically. The Russian phrase "zelyony и угрожающий" translates to green and threatening, or green and menacing in English. Zelyony, green, equals and угрожающий, threatening, menacing, ominous. So it describes something or someone that is green in color and gives off a threatening or menacing impression. The Russian phrase "planeta zarosshaya gigantskimi" translates to a planet overgrown with giant. Here's a breakdown. Planeta equals planet. Zarosshaya equals overgrown or covered with vegetation. Gigantskim equals giant. Instrumental plural form, e.g. giant trees, giant mushrooms, etc. So it's an incomplete phrase. It sounds like the beginning of a description, such as Planeta zarosshaya gigantskimi derevьями, a planet overgrown with giant trees. Planeta zarosshaya gigantskimi gribami, a planet overgrown with giant mushrooms. Would you like me to help you complete the phrase naturally in Russian or translate a full sentence idea? The Russian phrase "многоярусными джунглями" literally translates to multi-tiered jungles or multi-layered jungles in English. Let's break it down. Многоярусный equals multi-level, multi-tiered, having many layers. Джунгли equals jungle s. The ending imi is the instrumental plural ending, so the phrase means with multi-layered jungles, or by means of multi-layered jungles, depending on the sentence context, meaning the Russian phrase "в воздухе царят летающие хищники" translates to flying predators reign in the sky, or more literally, in the air, flying predators rule. Let's break it down. В воздухе, in the air, царят, reign, rule, or dominate from the verb царить, летающие хищники, flying predators. So it paints a vivid image. The Russian phrase «а жизнь на поверхности не менее опасна и загадочна» translates to but life on the surface is no less dangerous and mysterious. Here's a quick breakdown. A, but, or and, used to contrast with something previously mentioned. Жизнь, life. На поверхности, on the surface. Не менее, no less. Опасно, dangerous. И загадочно, and mysterious. So it likely comes from a context where someone is comparing life below. The Russian phrase «чем на дне океанских впадин» literally means, open quote, then at the bottom of oceanic trenches, close quote. Let's break it down. Чем, then, used на дне, at the bottom, океанских впадин, of oceanic trenches. So it's a comparative phrase. It usually appears after something like, open quote, там темнее, чем на дне океанских впадин. It's darker there than at the bottom of oceanic trenches, close quote. The Russian phrase "но и здесь" translates to but even here, or yet even here, in English. Let's break it down. Но is but. E equals also, even, to. Здесь equals here. So it's often used to introduce a contrast or continuation, for example, open quote, но и здесь он не остановился. But even here, he didn't stop, close quote. Would you like me to explain the tone or grammar? The Russian phrase "на среднем ярусе" literally means on the middle tier, or on the middle level. Let's break it down. Na, on, среднем, middle, or medium, in the prepositional case. Yarusa, tier, level, or deck, also in the prepositional case. The Russian phrase "живут люди", pronounced "живут люди", literally means people live, or there live people. Depending on context, it can mean simply descriptive, people live here, stating that a place is inhabited. Open quote, в этих горах живут люди, people live in these mountains. Close quote. Philosophical or admiring, people live, as in expressing wonder or respect for how people manage or endure life. Open quote, вот живут люди. Now those are people. What amazing people! The phrase "давно забывшие" is Russian and literally translates to long forgotten in English. Grammatically, давно was long ago, for a long time. Забывшие, those who have forgotten, past active participle of забыть. So depending on context, it can mean those who have long. The Russian phrase "откуда пришли их предки" means where their ancestors came from, or more literally, from where their ancestors came. Let's break it down. Откуда, from where, пришли, came, past tense, plural of to come, их, their, предки, ancestors. So the Russian phrase "и не представляющие себе другой жизни" translates to English as "and who cannot imagine any other life," or "and who cannot conceive of a different life." Breaking it down, и, and, не представляющие себе, cannot imagine, do not conceive for themselves. Другой жизни, another life, a different life. So in context,